going on, dudes and dudettes? So start off with a little bit of Duke basketball news. So yes, the highly talented sophomore Trey Jones, he is declaring for the NBA draft, which isn't surprising. There were reports a couple days before that the coaches already knew that he was going to and that he should. So glad he did put his name in. So good luck to him and wish him nothing but the best of luck. Hopefully getting drafted in the first round as well. Then including Trey Jones and Vernon Carey Jr., they were named AP All-Americans, which is pretty awesome because it's one of the top All-American teams you get on. And Vernon Carey is continuing to win a lot of Freshman of the Year awards as well all over. And Trey Jones is a finalist for the top defensive player in the nation as well, which is really cool. So hopefully they win some more hardware before they both end up leaving. Then the shooting guard for Duke, Alex Okongwu, who's been there for about 3 years now, but really seeing a lot of inconsistent time, and just because of his play, or either they didn't trust him a lot, but he's looking to transfer as well, so he's entered the transfer portal. Of course, it's not 100%, but I think he just knows with the amount of talent coming back for Duke, whether it's the guys that are there now or the new freshman class coming in with like 5 or 6 guys, he already knows he's not going to get much playing time, so might as well go somewhere else to get some more playing time, as I mentioned, and get some better stats and maybe end up in the NBA somehow. But that'll be good for him. Hopefully he doesn't go to a rival of Duke and we'll be able to see him blossom somewhere else. Then they did also pick up a grad transfer from Columbia, Duke did, which is why I'm assuming another reason why O'Connell transferred, but his name was Patrick Tape. They're going to use him as a power forward / center. So he's going to be a backup, so not really looking for like many minutes from him, kind of like a Justin Robinson or Javon DeLaury this last year. So we'll see how that goes. Don't really expect much of him, but at least they got some front court help that they desperately need. Bit of USC news, not as much football stuff, but they did Nelson Aguilar, ex wide receiver for USC, did sign with the Las Vegas Raiders. Was hoping he'd come to the Chargers, but see what he does on a 1-year deal over there. Then the star power forward for USC basketball, Onyeka Okongwu, declared for the NBA draft. Once again, coaches said he was going to anyways, no matter what. It's obvious when he's been projected top 5 sometimes, definitely always the top 10 pick, so it's going to be great wherever he goes. Hopefully he gets a good opportunity like a Trey Jones as well. Then also the basketball team did pick up a commitment from a 4-star shooting guard in Reese Dixon Waters. So he must be pretty talented if he's a 4-star for basketball. We'll see what he can do. And they did also pick up a transfer in the portal, Taj Eddy or Yadi. I don't know how his last name goes, but yeah, I don't know if he's a guard or small forward, but I think that's why, backup point guard Kyle Sturdivant had decided to enter the transfer portal himself from USC. So he will be leaving the team most likely just because of the transfer, and then another kind of talented person coming in as well. He didn't really get that much playing time for USC, so I'm not surprised that he's going elsewhere, but good luck to him as well. Then the basketball team did announce that they're going to have a home-and-home series with the Kansas Jayhawks. It was a pretty talented team, talented program. They were number 1 a lot of the year this year, and we're almost being considered the number 1 overall team if the NCAA March Madness were to start. And obviously it's going to be a different looking team for both sides next year and the year after, but home series, so I believe we go to Kansas first, and then they come to the Galen Center the year after. So should be very fun, a good competition, and we'll see how they do. So to end with some Chargers news, they did make another free agency signing with linebacker Nick Vigil. He did start all 16 games last year for the Cincinnati Bengals and led them in tackles, over 100 tackles, had a couple interceptions, 4 fumbles, sacks, so it's a pretty talented player. Don't know why Cincinnati didn't decide to keep him. They already were so crappy they secured the number 1 overall pick. I'm assuming that's why he had such good stats is because he was on a shizzle team, as they say. So kind of glad he's in our system now. See what he can do on a 1-year deal. And it looks like he might, as of this second, be starting next to Denzel Perryman. So maybe Chargers get a better player in the draft. Maybe later in free agency. Never know, or by trade. Then also they did sign a tight end in Donald Parham. He was most recently playing in the XFL before it got shut down as well. He did pretty okay. He was like top 4 in receiving yards for a tight end for the whole entire XFL. Had a couple touchdowns as well. I think they got him more for his upside and what he could possibly turn into. It is only a 2-year deal, and I think it's almost kind of a security blanket just in case they can't come up with a deal for Hunter Henry after this season, because they already franchise tagged him, and hopefully they can work out a deal for at least a couple more years after this for Henry. But yeah, hopefully that'll go well. We'll see what he can do and earn that new contract that he has. And then also there were like some reports that Cam Newton was practicing or doing some throwing session with the Chargers starting quarterback as of right now, Tyrod Taylor, in LA recently, or I think a day or two ago. So it's pretty interesting. Maybe he wants to come to LA. You never know if Chargers are interested in him or not. I know, according to Adam Schefter, they're definitely not interested in Jameis Winston, which I'm happy about because I don't believe in Winston. But Cam Newton, I wouldn't mind taking a year flyer on to see what he can do. Maybe become the starter. We'll see how that goes, but definitely that picture that went up there showing Cam Newton, Tyrod Taylor as their main options, and then also all the draft picks, Tua Tagovailoa, Justin Herbert, Jordan Love, and Jalen Hurts. Obviously, I'm more of a Jalen Hurts fan because this way the Chargers can pick an offensive tackle to block for that quarterback, whoever it is, in the first round, and then select a quarterback in the second round, which could be Hurts, which is where he's projected to go to anyway. But they could also move out of that top 6 overall pick and get an extra pick as well, which is what I think they definitely need. But they never listened to me, so we'll see how that goes next month. I think it's 23rd or something like that in April. But thanks for watching, people. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. Stay safe out there. Be safe. Don't do anything stupid. Definitely weird times, but yeah, stay safe. Clean yourself. And if you need any help, don't be afraid to ask as well. Like I said, thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.